Ah yes, these are looking much bigger, much better. Let's go see how they work. Welcome back to AdvSouthAfrica. Today I wanted to talk about bigger, wider foot pegs. Are they better and are they worth it? So the Crf110 comes stock with these little foot pegs, and I used to ride a pit bike that also used to have the wide foot pegs. It is also worth noting that I do ride in boots, so I wanted to do a bit of a comparison. I've got some experience on that already, and I want to go over to the bigger foot pegs. So my plan is to fit them to the bike, go off to the track in my full kit with my boots, and we're going to test. So if you'd like to skip ahead and go straight to the track, just look in the title description. You'll be able to click on it, it'll take you straight there. Now, let's get down to business. Now before I go and fit these pegs to the bike, there's a bunch of imperfections from the mold making process. I'm sure you can see some there, a little thing in there. So I just want to neaten these up. I'm going to file them down, make sure they look sweet, repaint them, and then we'll fit them to the bike. Let's hit it. Now that's looking a little bit better, nice and smooth, where I could get a file in or a sanding block. So let's go ahead and paint these. Woo! Alrighty, now we're at a point where the foot pegs look decent. I want to pop those on there. I just remembered that the spring's not going to work because obviously this is solid here. It needs a spring that goes on the end there. So I ended up pinching the spring off NATO. Those will go there, just like that. And I'll have to replace the ones on NATO, but at least I'll be able to test this weekend. So let's go ahead and fit that quick. Small problem, small hammer. Just tap that through. Got fully functioning pegs. Rinse and repeat on the other side and we're sorted. That's the ticket. Now let's ride. To answer the question, are wider foot pegs worth it? We've come down to our local track, Terratopia. It's just in our back garden. It's a nice short drive. It's a nice long track as well. And I thought this track was fitting because the last time we were here at Terra, my foot did slip off the peg and I almost bailed. Luckily I managed to save myself, but I wanted to avoid a situation like that again. So first things first, if you're riding in shoes, I'll definitely say the wider foot pegs are worth it. I rode at the back by the workshop there a little bit, just in my set of DCs, and you can definitely feel the difference, especially when you're jumping. You just feel a lot more planted when you land. Now let's go over to the boots. So in all honesty, I was a little bit hesitant at first because I've ridden a lot of dual sport bikes, some of them being older, where the foot peg is narrower. And with boots on, to be honest, I didn't really feel much of a difference, but definitely on the pit bike, I'm feeling a huge difference. In the boots, the pegs don't feel as wide as they do with shoes on. However, I never felt like I had one situation throughout the whole ride where my foot wanted to slip off the peg, or I felt like I couldn't just put weight straight on the peg and get that power down to the ground. So there's a couple benefits. You feel a lot more planted on the bike, especially when you want to just get some weight down on the peg. They just seem a lot easier to find, and then your foot sticks really well to them. The spikes on the aftermarket pegs are also a lot more aggressive than the stock pegs, so that's something to take note. Are wider foot pegs better on a pit bike, and are they worth it? Well, I'm now converted. I'll definitely say that the wider foot pegs are better on the pit bike, and I would recommend, if you guys are running stock pegs, especially on your TTRs, your CRFs, your KLXs, definitely go and slap a wider set of foot pegs. They don't necessarily have to be expensive ones. These ones I picked up at a local shop. They're a cheap Chinese foot peg. They just took a little bit of work to make them look better. Put them on the bike, and I can tell you guys for sure that it is definitely worth it. I'm really enjoying them. If you guys are enjoying the videos and you'd love to see more videos, especially pit bike content, definitely consider subscribing. Stick around to catch the rest of this moto, and if you like the video, please drop a like. Every like counts, and I'm slowly making my way towards monetizing the channel, in which case I'll be able to bring you guys more action-packed content. Enjoy the moto, guys.